Hey guys, it's Showdown here.
And Cranky Kaz.
We're back in Final Fantasy VII. We're in the menu because we're going to go straight into a cutscene when we load. But we've just reached a North Crater. Time for the final showdown with Sephiroth. So let's get to it, shall we? Just going to lower the ladder.
That does not look long enough.
It does not look long enough. Now I've got to remind myself, it's these two have got in a party. You know what? I might pop in and see the dude and change my party members first. As whilst Barrett we want in the party, I'm not sure I really want Vincent in the party at this point.
Fair enough.
Your command. I would like to change my party, and I'm going to bring Tifa back into the party because it's felt like a while. Now, of course, I'm not going to be able to do a straight swap, am I? Because of the fact that Vincent's is organised differently. But that's fine. That's the one. And then weapon, swap. That's better.
Cool.
Right, let's get to it.
Did we get her best weapon as well?
We don't have a best weapon. We did pick up a weapon.
We got a weapon for her in the last episode.
It was the Master Fist, which apparently...
No, God's Hand. What's God's Hand?
That's another one.
Oh, but it's not.
Yeah, not as many materia slots, exactly.
Okay, never mind.
I'm happy to stick with the Crystal Glove. We'd actually need to go back to Midgar to get her best weapon.
Oh. Where is it? Is it 7th Heaven?
No, 7th Heaven doesn't exist, remember, because that's been flattened. But you remember there's a spot in Wolmharkit. And I'll postpone that until we do this. It looks like we can only slide down, so let's get to it, shall we?
Let's go.
You can control him here. You can move him left and right as he's sliding down, as I'm demonstrating here. It makes absolutely no difference.
There's a spot in Walmart.
So yeah, there's a thing there which is pointless the rest of the time. You go in there, you activate the console, and a Gatling gun shoots down at you.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, that's where you get it. Right. Whoa, dear. That's not supposed to happen.
Well, we meant to walk.
No, that's fine. It would probably have happened before we got there anyway.
Okay.
However, one of the important things to remember is a save crystal. There's no save point in here. It's up to us as to where we put the save point.
So we're going to see how we get on, because you're a lower level than you'd probably like to be.
Although not as low as I thought it was. Oh dear. The place is disintegrating as we go. I'll have a guard source, thank you very much. God, every time I come here, it takes me back to like when I was like 11.
When you first played it, and it feels epic.
Yeah. Hey, it's been very nice to me in terms of the fights, hasn't it?
Again, this is another instance where I feel like it would have been nice if they'd kept the same music.
Yes, agreed. Oh, I thought...
magic is...
No, waking them up first.
Ah, yeah.
I thought it was a case of you had to attack them to actually get them to do something, but looks like they just did that as their own turn, so... Oh, level 4 death.
Okay, so they've got a fair bit of health on them.
They have. Well, that's his final attack. And thankfully that's missed everybody, so that's all good.
Is there something that has level 5 death in here as well? Is it a dragon?
There's a level 5 death ability in here, yes.
So basically, don't be level 4 or 5 multiples.
Yep, that's his final attack, so...
So we're okay.
Yes. I'm just going to remind myself of my levels before we go any further in case we come across any of those again.
So 62, 69 and 61, which is pretty good. Wait, isn't level 62?
No, 62.
64 would be, yeah.
And 60, yeah, so we're good there.
We're good.
Lucky.
We've got to watch out for Cloud, though, with the level 5 one fairly soon.
Very soon, yes. Oh, here we go. The fights are back in earnest. Oh, hello.
It's him, isn't it? That does the
he's got something. Ow. Can I manipulate him? Yes, I can. Because I know there's an ability that I do want from him. It's the laser. In fact, actually, I want both of those abilities. So laser takes your health down by 50%. It's okay, I meant to do that. So let's laser everybody.
That's a good way to build your limit breaks as well.
It is a very good way to build your limit break up.
I never really made use of manipulate when I played as a kid.
No. It's a very good way to, get the enemy skills that you need, because you're not going to get... I'm not sure you necessarily get those ones. Well, you certainly wouldn't get this one I'm about to do, because Dragon Force is like something that helps you out.
So he'd only probably use it on himself,
exactly.
And then you wouldn't learn it?
Exactly.
Or would you learn it if he used it on himself?
No, he has to use it on one of your party members.
So you'd have to confuse him and then get him, which wouldn't happen.
Exactly. I'm not sure I'm actually going to use this, but I might as well get it, right?
Yeah, why not?
Ready? Know what I'm going to do after that?
Limit break?
Yes. This one right here.
So what's Dragon Force actually do?
It raises sort of stats and things like that, I think. Let's have a look. Defense and magic defense level of one ally. There you go. Boom!
I mean, haven't you got... what's the guard one? Is it Big Guard or Magic Barrier?
I believe so, something like that, yeah.
You've
got something along those
lines.
lines.
You've got something that does everyone, doesn't it?
Ooh, Cloud, level 70. Better remember that.
Yeah.
I think the level 5 death one is like an enemy skill again, but you don't face it very often.
Yeah.
You have various chests around, and it's one of these ones where it'll tell you when you can climb up and drop down. Oh, come on. Now, these things have got an insta-death ability as well.
Really?
Yes. Although hopefully I'll be able to finish it off before it can do that. Ah, that's the insta-death ability.
Oh, wow. That's kind of harsh.
It is, isn't it? Right, life, yes.
How often do they use it?
So that, basically, it's one part of him to start with.
Yeah.
But then he's split into two at that point, and then his lower part came along and did the scissor attack. You can guard against it because it does normal damage, and then if you've got death resistance, it won't do anything else. But because we didn't have that death resistance at that point,
showing off your excellent multitasking skills there.
Stop it! I know, all right.
Trying to do an action and talk.
I'm a bloke.
To be fair though, like, when I play games, I'm just as bad, but I try to do the action and talk, and then fuck up said action, so...
Was there always materia? It looks like there's materia hanging there.
It does, but that's not a ledge that you can climb on.
No, exactly.
Although it did keep flashing up with something there, but I think that was just
it's the ledge,
the original ledge, yeah. I don't remember that materia there. Might just be a graphical thing.
Possibly. I hope it's a graphical
Let us know
thing.
in the comments if that's materia that we've just missed. There isn't a light blue materia that looks like that,
I don't think so.
Maybe White Wind.
Yeah.
Oh, Big Guard, that's what it's called.
Yep. I think we're still okay on the level front, aren't we?
Yeah.
Wrong one. Oh no, he's coming to life anyway, so it's fine.
Which is weird, because the sound effect makes it sound like they're dying.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same noise.
Yeah. Well, actually,
They died pretty quickly there.
Yeah, well, they didn't use their final attack. That's pretty why. Hooey! We've mastered manipulate. Right, I'm actually going to go back up this way.
Why?
Because there's another way I could jump down. It allows me to get to another chest.
Ah.
So I can go this way as well.
It does definitely look like shiny material.
It does. I've never noticed that before. So it turns out it's a material that appears there if you've missed something earlier on in the game, which is possible because I've not been doing a 100% run here. Ah, now I'm wishing I hadn't gone this way. Oh,
Why? What? Because you missed that
I missed
chest?
one over there. Yeah, I am gonna go and get it. I'm sorry.
Well, can you just go back that way?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna do. I can't go back. I don't think I can go all the way up that way. So doesn't look like we'll go too far for this, at least. Extra fights, unfortunately, but apart from that.
So yeah, you are going to try and get all the chests in here, aren't you?
I'm going to try, yeah.
Have you had any thoughts about where you might use your save crystal?
Well, I was going to see how I got on, basically, because I've always used it. Because there's like a sort of halfway point as such, where all your party is there. And I've always used it there. But you could use it a lot later. And I was going to see, basically, how I got on with all the enemies in the area. If it looked like I was, like, marginal, then I might have used it in neutral
I feel like
place.
we're doing okay with the enemies. Where did you guys put your save crystal? I always stuck it right at the end. Just so that I had a save file where I could redo the final bosses.
Yep.
If I wanted to.
In reality, it didn't take too long to run from where I normally put it, but because like in those games I was doing 100% runs and then wanted to come out of the gold saucer, out of the North Cave. Yeah. It basically it was good to have the halfway point there. Right, so I'm going to go exploring a little bit because there are some chests around. Not like I remember how to get to half of them. It's been so long since I've done this. All seem to be sources so far I'm picking up.
Might be worth using some of them.
I'm going to work out whether I want to do this. You know what I'm going to do?
What?
Death Force. Now that's the ability to protect against insta-death abilities. So I'm going to put that on Cloud. I'm going to get him to double cut the little bugger. And if he goes after me after it, then I've got protection. And if he dies, he dies. Okay, good to know. So next time I'll just get Cloud to do it and
yeah.
Easily done.
How do we get that one then?
There'll be a door I can get through. And these things again. Seems a bit excessive to use Omnislash against these things, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What have I got I could use against you?
Beta?
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, Cat.
Are you coming up? No, just gonna sit there and look at us.
Typical cat doesn't know what he wants to do.
Just gonna stare at us
Yep.
awkwardly.
I'm gonna make it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think we can go this way. No, we can't. So, back on ourselves.
Yeah.
So I think I remember doing this the first time, thinking like, where on earth do I go? And then finally stumbled across it, and I'm like, that's what you do. Ooh, the Tonbri! He's definitely worthy of the Omnislash.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine if he did everybody's grudge. I don't know if he has this move in.
Yeah, he does.
In this, what he does.
He does. Yeah, he was definitely worthy of using that because he can be a pain.
Yeah.
Decent amount of experience for it though, so that's all good. So yeah, where we want to go. Hold that thought. While we come across these buggers again.
Trying, maybe?
Yeah. No harm in trying it. Oh, don't actually have beta on this one. Okay. Hopefully trying works. As good as I hoped.
A bit naff.
Ooh, magic extinguish. Doesn't like magic. I'm guessing that would silence you if he didn't have a ribbon on.
Yeah.
Something that was a bit more effective was beta, so let's use that, shall we? Have I got beta on this one as well? I do. In case I need it. And they're going to extinguish it again. That'll do.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Ah. So that's how we get the middle one if we go in there.
Yep.
I think you do want to go in there.
Hang on a minute. I think I remember something now. 1 second. Go away! Stop it! Everyone change. I remember these enemies, like thinking, blooming heck, you can tell they're in the final area. Yeah, 700 for just like a normal attack, it seems to be quite a lot.
They're like the easy ones though, aren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, compared to some of the other enemies that are in there.
Comparatively, yeah.
That'll do.
Yep, that'll do very nicely, thank you very much. Ooh,
Handy.
more mastered all material, lovely. I think you get a little point along here, there we go. Jump. Jump. And then you can do this.
Oh, okay.
That's how you get to that last door.
Forgotten
And to that chest there. The Mega Elixir. That might be handy.
I think we'll need those.
We certainly will. I'll definitely be using them. And in this door. Into the inner path that we saw earlier on. Come on, off you go. Whee! There we go. And it is possible to get back out, but...
All the way down.
yeah, we're going all the way in. Oh,
Two of the
them.
buggers.
So, Death Force again on Clouds. And a double cut should hopefully do the trick. Yep. Just in case one of them misses or something. There we go.
That'll do.
That'll do nicely, thank you very much. Yeah, just checking the levels quickly. Am I still alright?
Yeah, we're fine. Hopefully Cloud will get off 70 soon.
Aha! Everybody's here. So this is the spot where I've done it before. I just put my save point. It's also good to have like a place to be able to put your tent out and recharge. Right. The road splits into two. We'll split into two groups. That makes sense.
Okay.
Which are you going to choose? I'm going to go to the right. And you will go to the right, Barrett. And Tifa, you will also go to the right. And everybody else is going to go to the left. See you later, everybody. Now, don't any of you die on me. Got to get through to Sephiroth. I'll destroy that Sephiroth before anyone gets to him. I'd like to see you try that, Sid.
On your own, Sid.
Yeah, good luck with that. It's all over now with this.
He's doing like a Naruto run.
Yeah.
Oh man, Materia Hunter Yuffie. Sounds like the last chapter of Materia Forever.
Such positivity there, Yuffie. All life on this planet, indeed the very life of this planet, is in our hands. It certainly is. I'm so happy to have met you all, really.
Sniff.
Sniff. This will be the end of it.
Let's do this.
So yeah, I would normally put my save crystal there, and you know what? Sod it. Not going to bother.
Oh, I was going to say, you're a creature of habit, usually.
Usually, but I'm not going to do it this time.
Okay. As you die.
Yeah, probably.
You're not going to put Death Force on... Oh!
He's doing his Dragon Force on himself.
Okay. think he's got anything worth stealing?
I believe he has an elixir.
Ah.
Ouch. Not that that was an ouch, because he missed anyway. And Tifa's being useless with the stealing today. Ouch.
Ow.
That was a lot more powerful.
Has Barrett got poison linked to his attack?
No, he doesn't.
Oh. I just wondered because it was going green, like when he attacked.
No, that's just the
animation.
The animation on it, exactly. Oh, come on, Tifa. One more chance after this if you don't manage it.
Nope.
Right, that's it. You lost your chance. Yeah, these things hit hard. I hit harder though, so it's all good. Right, Barrett's in level 4 death territory. Not that I think I'm going to come across him now, so...
No, should be okay.
Change of atmosphere. Before we do that, top the health up. And we're going to go round.
I don't remember this screen.
Do you not?
No.
Well, what are you going to do? Just stay here? Just go. But you can't get back up this way.
Right.
You're committed now. Another missile. Who's going to have that one? I think Tifa's going to have that because she doesn't have a ribbon.
Yeah.
I feel like splitting the ribbons and the missiles in that way seems to be quite fair. Have an elixir on the way, thank you very much. Right, so there is going to be a particular enemy that I do want to see here. Bingo,
that
here
one.
he is.
What the heck is that?
It's called a dragon zombie.
A zombie, so can you use life on it?
Possibly, yes. But basically, he has an enemy skill that you'll only get once in the game.
Ah.
Literally once. Once he's used it, that's it.
Oh. So basically
he's done it. He's doing it. Pandora's box.
Oh, yeah.
So this will be his final attack. Now, I only have 3 of the 4 enemy skills.
So
I'm not bothered about getting all 4 of them. But if you did have the 4th one and you wanted Pandora's box, you'd need to attach it onto one of them, even though you already had one. Because this is literally your only chance.
Could you use Pandora's box now you've learnt it against, like, if you ended up getting the 4th enemy skill?
You don't learn it if you cast it on yourself.
It
has to be from the enemy.
Okay.
Tifa has learnt her 2nd level 3 limit break there.
Okay.
So you know what's going to happen now?
Level 4 limit break.
Yes.
Because we did get it, didn't we?
We did indeed.
There you go.
Final heaven. So that's it.
We never used Great Gospel?
No. In my big playthroughs in the past, I always made sure I used it.
Yeah.
But obviously in this one, I'd have been here forever. I mean, bloomin' heck. Seem to be picking up a lot of sources around here. Tetra Elemental. Ugh. You have Light Wind as well? You don't. Right.
So I think we'll be using all those sources you've got
Absolutely.
when we use the save point.
Yes.
At the end of this session. We'll do it off camera.
Indeed.
Because I think the plan is to get through the North Cave and then in the next, and what will be the final part probably of the Let's Play, we'll do the final bosses.
This is also an enemy skill.
But it needs to land.
So you're going to get nobbled, but at least you're going to learn it.
Ouch.
We'll be bringing back Cloud imminently. Because we need him. We've learned Mastered Contain as well.
The Kiss of Death. Okay, so we've got 17 elixirs, 9 mega elixirs.
Not bad, really. In my opinion, anyway. I'm trying to remember if there's any other... There's a treasure chest there. Is there another one over here? Yes, there is.
I don't remember some of these screens.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, I believe I want to manipulate you as well. There's a very handy ability that I'm going to want from you. There's a very handy ability, Angel Whisper.
What does that one do?
So it'll fully heal you, and will also act as a full reviver as well.
Oh, so it's like full cure and full life. Oh, full life, I suppose.
Yep. Or Life 2 as it is in this game. And it's cheaper than Life 2 as well in terms of MP.
Nice.
And I'm not sure, I can't remember in terms of Life 2, whether it only works if the character is KO'd. So if you used it on someone who's up, I'm not sure whether it necessarily heal them.
Right.
Whereas that will heal you regardless. Sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, basically.
I didn't get a lot of these skills.
No.
Yeah, I never really went all out with trying to get all the enemy skills, so...
Fair enough.
I did all the weapons, got all the limit breaks and things, but just wasn't a big user of the enemy skills, but turns out they're actually quite useful.
I've used them a lot. I actually find them... They're often a bit better. You have to adjust in some ways, but I find them actually to be a bit better than the normal magic.
Yeah.
Why did... Oh, you... Okay. I thought he was going after the one in the back row, but as it turned out, you know, it didn't make any difference, so it was fine. His back row will be half damage, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, in terms of the time that we've been here, we could always backtrack and sort of explore the other routes as well. Or we might not.
If you think there's stuff worth getting...
There's definitely stuff worth getting.
And the other party don't pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, the other party do pick stuff up when you catch up with them later, but sometimes you can actually get duplicates, I think.
Right.
We'll have another Mega Elixir, so we're now up to 11 Mega Elixirs. Because we're nearly there.
Depending on the length of the episode, we could always stick no encounters on.
We could. Yeah, we've got a variety of you now. Let's do Beta. I think these are all sort of enemies that don't like that. Oh, wow, okay.
Ooh.
So apparently one of them, even though she's using cold breath, is actually able to absorb fire as well.
She has Fire 3 as a skill when you manipulate
This
it.
is a very good point. Oh well. Looks like we're going to be doing that again because I told Barrett to do Beta as well, but it's fine.
It's fine, and then Cloud can just whack her.
Exactly. Finish her off in one hit. Uh-oh. Now that is going to take effect because she hasn't got the ribbon.
It's okay, the others should get their attacks in.
Ah, so maybe I've got something on that prevents it as well.
You've got the peace something?
Peace ring. I didn't think that would do confusion.
No, I didn't. No.
Or maybe it is Berserk, Confuse, Fury and Sadness. So that would
That
make
would
sense,
make
actually.
sense because you're at peace with yourself and therefore not prone to things like that.
So basically, we've got nothing to fear with that attack at all. Which is fine by me. However, oh no, he's the one with the ribbon, so that's not going to work either.
Basically, they need to stop trying to attack us because we're just gonna...
It's just taking forever, come on.
It's taking forever and we'll be fine. How many, like, turns do they want?
I know.
Right.
Well, that'll finish her off. That should finish him off. And this should finish this one off. So basically, if you finish them off, they don't do their counters.
Yeah.
And it's alright. So here we are.
Ooh.
So.
Have you put your save point anywhere?
I haven't put my save point anywhere yet. There's a luck source there. You know what?
Are you going to go in there?
I'm going to go up there.
Is that the other way you could go?
Yes. You can go back on yourself, so you can actually get back.
I think I know what's in there.
What, up that way?
Yeah.
Well, let's go up and have a look, shall we?
You could put your save point there. That would help for... Oh, no, that's not where I'm thinking.
No.
Ooh,
So
is
there's
that
more
materia?
stuff here. There is materia floating there, so that is materia
Is that
you can
the
get.
W magic? That
I missed it. So you can...
you have to try and press X really quick while
Yeah,
you're
to
going
press X
across.
as you land there, basically. These things are... feel a bit pointless in some ways.
Yeah. Yeah, is that W magic?
I can't remember which one that is. I'll find out in a minute when I finally manage to get hold of it. And you get all of my failed attempts at trying to get it on camera, probably.
Not if I edit them out.
Let's have another go. Oh, you can actually see it.
Change colour now. Yay!
The Mega Roll materia, that's the one. Yeah, it wasn't that colour before, was it?
No.
It is a purple materia, but...
Okay. Interesting.
The next potion, it's always good to have those. So yes, 3 very different routes. This one, it sort of maintains the atmosphere of what you get to start with because of the music and all that.
Yeah.
You've got the one that we went, which is brought back that old Mithril Mines music, if you remember. And obviously with the dragon zombies there, so that was worth doing as well.
Was the route we took right?
Yes. So this is
Maybe
one of the ones
I
to the left.
often went left then, which
Maybe.
is why I don't remember right very much. But I'll have gone the other way as well.
As you can see here, magic counter materia is here as well.
Nice.
A vaccine, which is always good.
When do the party members that went this way give you the stuff they found? Is it when
It's
you meet back up with them?
yeah, it's when you meet up at the very end, which was the room we were in before we came up this way. Before I go any further, I'm remembering that Tifa was on relatively low health, so just to make sure. There's more screens that I remember, but loads of lovely treasure chests. X potion, always good. A remedy, always helpful to have. Something else over here. Come on, thank you. Thankfully he traverses it quite quickly. An elixir, always good to have. We're going to get any of the tougher enemies. Yes, here we go.
Imagine if you died now. Let's not say that actually, that would be bad.
That'd be disastrous. Let's get everybody's grudge on Cloud, shall we? Oh, not going to do it.
How many hit points does...
Loads.
So I guess what we could do is go this way, and then when we get back to the start point, we can just times 3 no encounters run down to the end.
We could.
Do it like that.
But then, of course, the other route that we want to do has some encounters in it I'd actually want to show as well for
The other
visibility.
route? Aren't
There's
we going
another
the other route?
There are 3 routes.
Oh, there's 3 routes. Okay. Well, whatever you think best then.
Ouch.
So we can take the 3rd route to get back down.
Yep, and that's
Okay.
what I'm planning to do.
Okay, cool. Well, we won't do any cheating then if you don't want to do that.
How long is this fight going to take me? That's what I want to know.
Ages if you use summons.
Yeah, but he's got like 45,000 hit points, I think.
2 times cut will get it down quick enough.
This is true. As long as he doesn't do too many everybody's grudges against
it's quicker
against
that
Cloud.
way. I know it's a bit boring to watch, but
I'm doing this in case this poisons him. I can't remember if he's susceptible to poison.
I feel like no.
You're probably right, but it's worth trying. And we don't see Hades all the time, do we?
It's a pretty good summon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's not susceptible. Oh, it is.
Poisons.
Well, that helps.
That does help. And he's stopped as well.
Ooh.
Go all out.
Nice.
Oh, he's on slow as well.
That's really fucked him up.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh dear.
Be ready with the Angel Whisper. Oh.
No. That wasn't too bad. Is it 10% of like the damage you've done, or?
What?
No, it can't
Everybody's
be 10%.
grudge?
Yeah,
Or-
it can't be 10%.
So wait, what? The amount of damage that everybody's grudge does?
No. Like
Or-
everybody's grudge against Cloud, it did 5,000 damage. I'm just trying to work out how much damage Cloud did to the Tomb Raider.
Oh no, I think it's related to how many enemies that you've killed.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So how many enemies that Cloud's killed.
Right, not how
in the
much
game.
damage he's done in
Yeah.
that fight. Okay.
So yeah, there's another way here. So if we
That's-
go up there, that's where we sent them.
Yeah.
This way. We're going to go this way this time.
That's where I thought we were going.
Another very different atmosphere.
This is a good leveling up screen.
This is an excellent leveling up screen. And how would he know just to run through like that? I didn't want to go that way yet anyway, so I'm forgetting the right way to go. What are we going to face?
Is it going to be a pot of some kind?
Oh, piss
No.
off.
Run away.
No. Do I have haste? I don't hear, but Barrett will.
That genuinely sounds like a motorbike revving or something.
So we'll sting an elixir off it, shall we?
Yep, that'll do.
Yeah, I'll do.
Of course, there's a reason why we're stealing all these elixirs.
Absolutely. Well, not just to help with the final
which
battle.
I'm sure most of you watching will know why.
Yeah, it's going to be alright on her, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, let's
That'll
use
do.
it. I haven't changed it to level 4, have I? Ah, you...
That's weird.
Amateur.
I thought you'd gone into the menu and done it.
I
Oh, you
put
did
it in,
it.
I hadn't changed the level,
And
had
then
I?
you didn't
But that's
change
fine, we can see Meteor Strike in all its glory to start off with. She's going to pick him up now and just jump up and lob him into the ground.
Nice.
Which has done the job, so it's all good. Give it a moment by itself rather than being part of the full combo, shall we?
Let's change that.
Let's change that now while I remember. Happy days. And while we're here. Right. Let's go the other way this time, shall we? Because there's a chest here. And I'd quite like it. It's going to be one of those eyeballs. There we go. I did so many of the fights around here when I was leveling up to try and get my set of master materia that I just knew the camera angles, and so I knew that was an eyeball camera angle.
I remember when you get to that stage and you're like, yep, that's what I'm fighting.
Ah, right, fighting that. Alright, cool. And in terms of master materia, you want to do all of the routes anyway. Because in terms of the master magic, there's one piece of magic materia that is only here. So it's right at the end of the game, basically. And obviously you've then got to get it and then master it before you can put it in there.
Yeah.
Magic pot. Say hello to the magic pot. So he's asking for elixirs, and we're going to give him that elixir. And now I can damage him. And that's just one of the buggers, and 8,000 experience points and 1,000 AP, just like that.
Nice.
And got a turbo ether back, which is pretty good. So yeah, excellent levelling up spot because of those guys. You do need an endless supply of elixirs, and no, you can't damage him without giving the elixir first.
I mean, we have got W item.
Yeah, the W item glitch is invaluable for that. Otherwise, you're finding Master Tonberries and whatever to be able to steal. There's that piece of green material I was talking about. Alright, fine. Surround us then. I don't care. I'm wondering if we'll also see the movers here.
Oh, I remember those. Just like the little orange dot things.
The little orange bouncy ball things. We're doing that because that's basically what they do. But they are perfect when it comes to levelling up your materia.
They're good for AP, aren't they?
They are excellent
That's
for AP.
That's actually what I thought the magic pots did, but they're for experience, and then the movers are...
You still get 1,000 AP for
it's
those,
good,
so they're very good in themselves. Can I get to you straight away? Ah, no, I've got to find a route to run through the water to get to you, haven't I? These are weird buggers. Never understood these. Christopher. Christopher and Gigi. There we go. Smooth enough. Yeah, basically on the remaster when I did my most recent super run of everything, it was ×3 running around this screen in a big circle, finding all of the magic parts, all of the movers, everything that came up. And another Tonberry. Well, we know what we're going to do with you. Sorry for how repetitive this is going to be.
I don't remember, did I platinum FF7?
Yes, I believe you did.
I think I did.
I believe you did.
I know you did, but
no, I think you did as well.
I couldn't remember whether I did as well. I think I did.
Yeah, that's why I've had no trophies popping up in this playthrough, because I've already done them.
And I finally platinumed 10-2 on the PS4. I never did everything back in the... Obviously, you couldn't platinum it back in the day. But I finally did everything in that on PS4. Because I never did via Infinito when I was younger. Despite having 2 catnips and playing the game through twice, I still couldn't get past the floor 80 boss. I don't know why.
I remember you sort of being quite chuffed when you actually did manage it.
I was so pleased.
Yep, just about got enough health.
But it was ridiculous though. Like, it was a really difficult fight. Like, I had all the stuff I needed according to guides. All the dress spheres I needed.
It was just really difficult. 2
catnips with trigger happy. It should have been easy, and I just struggled for some reason. Did you ever do 10-2?
I never did 10-2. Well, I started it, remember, but
you
never actually.
Started it and then got like half an hour in or something.
Yeah, I just sort of. Yeah.
Wasn't for you.
Yeah, decided I hadn't got enough time to sort of like try and.
There's a lot of stuff in that game.
Oops. Ouch. No! I forgot that the chef's knife is an insta-kill. Knew I should have put Death Force on. Oh well. Why couldn't you have done it against Tifa? She didn't have a limit break ready to use.
Oh, ouch. Did he lose his limit?
Yeah, he loses his limit break. It resets when you get KO'd.
Oh
well. That did the job. It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all good. Let's go and get this material up here, shall we? It is shield material. Which is a very high-powered magic barrier, basically.
Right.
Oh, this is getting repetitive now. I have to turbo ether you because your MP's rather low. I can't remember if she actually successfully stole.
Stealed?
Stole, no. Stole. And elixir that time. You know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I do. They might not.
You do now. This will subdue him for a minute. I forgot how effective that was. There we go.
Did you just use it on a whim?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Death Force on Cloud. Just in case. To be honest, Death Force on everybody, just in case. That helps. Just in case, because he's rather close now. There we go. Everybody is protected, supposedly. You knew the everybody's grudge was coming at some point, didn't you? Ouch. There we go. Happy days. Do get some decent experience for it though, so it is worth doing. I've got to remember how to get around to that chest.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, this is starting to get really annoying.
It feels like... Can we run away? Oh,
no, we can't run away in this instance.
It feels like we've been stuck in this screen forever. Come on, die.
Yep, that one's gone. You know what I'll do?
Have you got everything you need to get?
There's one more thing. So what I'm thinking is I'm actually going to turn the encounters off while I get that last thing.
While you get that last thing, because it's getting a little bit silly.
Of course, you can't do this in the original version,
no.
So...
But also, we weren't recording it for YouTube in the original version.
No. I'm trying to remember how I got round to this bugger. How do you do it? I actually don't remember.
Is it up there and then down?
I think it might be.
Underneath where that pool is?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's down here, isn't it?
Before you go off the screen, basically.
Yeah, you're right. Oh.
Down... Oh, maybe not.
Oh, it's not letting us.
Or is it there?
There we go, that way.
Where the roots are, yeah.
Yeah. Right, so encounters off since it's the last thing. Encounters back on, sorry. The Imperial Guard. Now, I believe that might be relatively good. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for magic defense.
Yeah, doesn't avoid... Well,
so you basically don't evade anything, but...
Yeah, but it's a lot better at protecting against it.
Yeah.
And of course, as soon as I turn them back on,
why
look
did
what
you
happens.
turn them back on? Oh well.
I'm hoping that movers might appear at some point.
True.
If they do, they do. If not, then oh well.
Don't they appear in a very specific place, or am I? I feel like they only appear on one screen.
I've been running around in circles on this screen and had them appear, but you know what? I'm out of the screen now, so never mind.
Okay. I felt like it wasn't that screen that they appear on, but I'm probably wrong.
Also, in here,
Yeah.
the counter materia.
Oh, and there's materia up there.
There is. What we're going to face in here? Oh, for God's sake.
Ooh.
You know what?
Yeah, run. Just run. This will be the first time you've run away. And it's going to take fucking ages. Come on, guys.
There we go. First time ever. Not ever, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I mean, just put the encounters off, maybe. Ooh, we haven't
Something
fought him,
different.
though.
Snap. Fight guns with guns. Not my point of view on day-to-day life, just in terms of this game. Turbo Reaper's pretty good. You're going to put your guard up, are you? There we go. That's enough. But W magic materia, which weirdly is purple, but it's actually yellow.
Oh.
For some reason. I think someone did a video about like how there was some materia that just was shown like
Weirdly.
different colours to what they actually were. But anyway, you might remember this place, because this is where we were before.
We still haven't used our save point.
We are about to use that save crystal right now. Now where is it? The save crystal. Would you like to create a save point? Yes, I would. Thank you very much. On that note, we're going to come along, use a tent, and get ourselves ready for the final battle, which will be coming up in the next segment. So join us then to see what happens.
Bye.
See ya.